In a world where the podcast multiverse is a concept about which we know frighteningly little, two dudes must become something greater than themselves, something elemental, something terrifying, a podcast. With great podcasting, there must also be great responsibility. To show the multiverse that it's full of people ready to believe in good. The multiverse will hunt us. They will send the dogs on us, because that's what needs to happen. But it won't be ready to hear from us. Not us, united.
Amen.
You're listening to a very special episode of Not Us United.
That's true.
One of the co-hosts, me,
Yeah, I was going to guess that.
Nicholas Kruzich,
Mm-hmm.
has been on what the corporate world calls a paternity leave.
Oh, I was going to say a sabbatical?
A sabbatical. Oh, dude, I actually thought about that joke. I was like, Nick is no longer on the sabbatical, honey. That's all right.
That's a reference from Spider-Man No Way Home.
That is. But I'm back, and I'm good.
Good. I'm glad you're good.
And I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited that you're excited. Do you want to share why you were on a sabbatical?
Why I was on a paternity leave sabbatical? Sure. We
I
had
think context.
we had a little baby girl, and she's perfect and precious, and yeah, we are great. I don't know. There's I'm simultaneously full of energy and kind of exhausted. I think my brain works at 90% the capacity that it used to. I forget little things, and but I won't forget my picks for this Oscars draft tonight, and I'm ready. I'm glad that the first one back, we're gonna fight each other.
It's a competition. Yeah, this is the first time we've recorded in person for about 6 weeks, I think, 5 or 6 weeks, and yeah, I'm glad that we're coming back, not in a sense of unity, but in a sense of division.
Yeah. It's a Bat versus Superman.
Yeah.
It's a Cap versus Iron Man.
Yep.
It's a Nikki K versus Mikey Z.
That's us.
Let's go.
These are two people who are not very conflict, or not very much want to fight each other, but hey, when the Oscars come out, when you know you need to fight, I think we rally the troops.
Agreed. And unlike all of the examples I mentioned previously, we're doing it over the least important topic we could think of, the Oscars 2022.
Yes, so what we're going to do is going to do a draft format. If listeners are familiar with our draft format of the movie draft of the years, we take a year and we draft our best teams. We're going to do a very similar thing where we're going to roll some dice. We're going to have that one person gets the first pick, and then we'll do just 2 picks from then on out.
Correct.
So if I'm first, I would pick 1, and then Nick picks 2, then I pick 2, and 2, until we're done. So basically, we're going to choose what category we're picking and who we're picking for that category.
Yes.
And
then that pick can no longer be taken by.
Right. So our picks will be entirely unique.
Mm-hmm.
And when the Oscars do come out this weekend, we will say whoever got the most correct gets the most points, and they win.
Yeah, correct. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. But before that, we thought it would be funny to do a Not Us United
special podcast
award given that we're going to do beforehand. And so we have our own Oscars that we want to give out.
Yeah.
Would you like me to start, or would you like to start?
I think we can start with the one that we both want to start with. This is the one you texted me earlier today.
Oh, yes. Okay, so Not Us United, every year that we've existed, we give out this award.
Every year.
This is the first year. Best movie named Dune. As you know, there was a movie named Dune that came out this year, and so...
I don't know if I remember that one.
You don't? Oh, it was 2021.
Yeah.
The title of it was Dune.
Oh, Dune. Got
Dune,
it. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and so this category is trying to find best movie named Dune.
Yeah, this is hard. This
Yes.
is stacked category.
Correct. So I'll give you the nominees.
Please, I need
Okay.
to know.
So first nominee is Dune 2021.
Yeah, good choice. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got to be in here.
It's got.
It's named Dune. It was released.
Yeah, it was released this year, so it had to be a contender.
Yeah.
And so here's the envelope. Let's open it up and see who gets it.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think it would be Dune?
That's my prediction.
Yeah.
And luckily, we don't have to wait too much longer to figure out who
because it's right here. Look, here's the envelope. You gotta.
Yeah. All right. The Nodus United Academy Award for most Dune movie goes to actually Dune.
What?
Dune.
You
Dune
know,
2021.
a surprise pick.
It was a surprise.
No,
pick.
it was kind of a long shot, but I'm glad. I'm glad to now personally that we will be able to interact with Denis Villeneuve and give him this award in person.
Yeah.
It will be this empty glass that we have sitting next to us.
Correct. Yeah. Denis, just reach out to us at nodusunitedpod@gmail.com, and we will set up some sort of coffee date, in person, get together.
We can come to you.
We can come to you.
Obviously, you will pay for that.
Just send us details and more, money or whatever.
Our
we'll figure it
people
out.
will talk to your people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you, Denis.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway. We just shot our shot. Here we go.
There you go. We'll send this. We'll at Denis. Yeah.
Yes. The other two that we have, this is one that I came up with, is the most surprise or most surprising of 2021.
My eyebrows, they are raised.
Like, this is the award that I want to give to something that maybe wasn't on my radar, and it was just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Or it was something that was on my radar, but definitely didn't have high expectations for it, and it just blew me out of the water as well. And so these are the 6 nominees for most surprising of 2021. Number 1 is Midnight Mass.
Oh, so we can go a little TV in there too.
Oh yeah, dude. Nodus United has
breaks the barriers.
Yeah, we don't need to. We ain't. Yeah, we ain't crazy like them. Number 2, Lady Gaga and Adam Driver. Most surprising of 2021.
As in bad surprising, or
I still can't get over that they're together. I still can't. I'm not over it. They're a high contender.
For those who haven't seen our House of Gucci or heard our House of Gucci review, there was a good minute where Nick was the most uncomfortable he's ever been in a movie theater.
But like in some ways, now that we've seen that together, we can see any movie together.
Yeah,
we did it.
Yeah, we
can review
crossed
anything.
the barrier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't go back. Most surprising, number 3 would be Peter 1, 2, and Peter 3.
Peter 3.
Peter 3. Reference
good.
to
Second
Spider-Man No Way
reference
Home.
of No Way Home
Yeah.
already.
Number 4 would be the Fear Street trilogy.
I
I thought that was quite surprising.
Yeah. Just solid.
Looking back.
Yeah.
Number 5 would be the MCU's Loki TV show.
Oh,
I was
very
surprised by how good it was.
Yeah.
I thought this feels like you're really reaching. And
Mhm.
I was very pleasantly surprised with Loki.
good. Wonderful.
And number 6 was the Snyderverse was restored. What a surprise.
Yeah, what a
That was.
surprise.
Not only that it happened, but that
Mhm.
it actually was actually better.
Yeah. It was legitimately good.
Wow.
Wow.
But those are the
That's
nominees.
a stacked category, honestly.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it. But the winner.
Oh.
I have the winner.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I
got the envelope.
I'm so ready.
Okay. We got the envelope. And most surprising of 2021 goes to Midnight Mass.
That's what I would go for as well.
It
so
was
good.
insane.
Like, to just have that. If you haven't seen Men in Mask, please go watch it. It is like just so thought provoking.
Yep.
And so like, oh man, like I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Yep.
It was probably my favorite thing I ever saw all of last year.
Yeah.
And that includes No Way Home, honestly, I think.
And Dune.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, yeah.
Oh,
Dune,
yeah.
Oh yeah, Dune, the winner of
The winner
Dune
of-
Award. Yeah, got it. That one. But yeah, no, Midnight Mass. Granted, it still was a huge surprise because I didn't really know what it was about. I just saw a dark Mike Flanagan. He's pretty, like, he's on a hot streak for sure.
Yeah.
So in some ways, maybe I did kind of like think that this would be good, but I was definitely surprised by how the arc of this show was like unpredictable. the topics that they tackled, and just how like redemptive and how there could be so much light and dark in this show, and it was just really insane. And it was probably one of like my favorite podcasts to record last year. So
super
I think
fun.
that's why I just had anyway. But there's quite a few surprising things that happened. Snyderverse was before we were Not Us United was even conceived.
Yeah, that was kind of
Loki might have been right before it too.
Yeah, I think Not Us United was almost birthed in this here basement of watching the Snyderverse.
That's true. I mean, the quote literally exists a
Because
lot
of that movie.
Not Us United.
That
That's
is
right.
true.
So
Yeah, I
There
don't
you
care how many demons and how many hells they face. They haven't faced us. Not Us United.
amen.
Amen.
And that's where it happened.
That's where we. That's
Snyderverse
where
was restored, and through it,
we are
Not Us
restored.
United was born.
Wow.
There you go.
That's a beautiful poem.
Most surprising of 2021. There you go.
All right. Well, my category. My category is kind of long and hard to explain, but that kind of fits me exactly perfectly. But my category is the best movie that Not Us United saw together and by themselves together, while this be in a basement or in a movie theater.
In a movie theater. Nice.
By themselves.
So this is the best movie or just best experience?
Best experience watching a movie.
Love it.
By ourselves.
Yeah, there's some experiences that we've shared.
So, well,
one of them maybe involves Lady Gaga and Adam Driver. No, I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't say that's the best, but like it has to be us.
It was a bizarre moment.
It has to be us alone.
Mm-hmm.
So that would include the Snyderverse here in this basement.
Lovely.
That would include Mortal Kombat, just hanging out, broing out at some Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
That was both in this very room.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, more in theater experiences.
We did.
By ourselves than out of theater experiences.
That is
We
true.
were the only people in these theaters.
For some of them,
for Wrath of Man.
Wrath of Man. Yep. If you haven't seen it, that's all right. Anyway.
This title can also be called Movies That Nick Really, Really Wanted to See and Dragged Michael to.
I have rose-colored glasses for a lot of movies.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I want to get sucked in because then I'll at least see the movie. Because if I don't get sucked in because of a trailer, then what if I miss something good? You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
And Wrath of Man had the ingredients to be good.
Mm-hmm.
They just overcooked it.
But with some of these movies, the only reason I liked in having that time was because we were hanging out in an empty theater and just destroying that movie.
Oh, that's for sure. There's some good commentary that I wish we could have recorded for Wrath of Man. You can laugh out loud in an empty theater. You can kind of be yourselves a little bit more.
You can just be like, what's this guy doing? Joshing with the screen. Another one is Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City.
Oh, that movie. It's not going to be a movie we love, but it's going to be a movie that eventually somehow gets onto this podcast.
Yeah, we're definitely talking about that movie.
It's something.
Oh, my gosh. All these Nick's like, we got to go see this movie. And I'm like, all right, sure, let's do it.
You're like, not top, but the best part is you don't watch trailers, so you're just kind of like,
I have no idea what's going on.
So you're so easy to sell. I'm just like, hey, this new movie, you're like, dope. Just,
movie? Got it.
Cool. And then I'm like, haha, got him.
It's so easy. It's a great dynamic. Nick is like very investigative of what he wants to see, and I'm just like, movie? Got it.
Yep.
And the last one is a movie that we reviewed on this podcast called Werewolves Within.
Oh, what a special time.
Yeah, what a special time.
We were just wee lads back then.
That's probably the third episode.
Yeah.
Third or fourth, something like that.
Or maybe it was second, because we did Into the Heights and no, Independence Day was number 2.
Yes,
so
and
it was number 3.
was In the Heights.
Yeah,
What a completely different combo of those two movies.
I don't know what we were thinking. I think we just had a little Swanito, and we were just like, hey, let's do this.
All right, well, I got the envelope here.
Yeah. I'm excited.
That's me opening up some paper. And the winner for the best time experienced by Not Us United while watching a movie by themselves is Werewolves Within.
Oh, you got it.
You got it. To explain.
Oh, please. What just a shit show of a movie. Like, movie's great, but explain the experience, because we got a special screening.
The experience is honestly one thing I would cherish for the rest of my life.
It's so good.
Nick comes to me and is like, dude, there's this movie, there's like this special like feature, and there's like bonus features along with this movie. This movie like kind of looks fun, kind of silly.
Premiere night, technically, I think. It was like a Thursday night.
Yeah, premiere night, and it's like, oh, bonus feature. Come early because there's bonus features.
Yeah.
And
it's like 10 extra minutes of footage or
yeah,
something.
I'm like, whoa, that's gonna be so sick.
We'll get
and
some
Nick's
more.
like, oh, it's based off like this board game, kind of video game, like oh, we're board game guys, like we gotta check this movie out. We both like this werewolves game.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, dude, yeah, I'm in.
This is insane. Yeah,
and we go there
to this premiere,
to this premiere
special
event.
edition.
Premiere event, which I don't even know. We're in a pretty tiny-ish town, and I'm surprised. Like we got like, oh, this premiere event. It's like, whoa, here in Iowa, wow. And we go there. We are the only people there.
Correct.
As per this category.
Yep.
And we sit down, and the 10 minutes of extra things are just like the director and the main actor talking on a Zoom call about like, man, we love movies, don't we? What's your favorite thing about movie theaters? Do you like popcorn? Or do you like candy? Do you like soda? Or do you like popcorn?
Yep. It was wild.
The Nick was stressed because he's like, oh, I dragged Michael to this thing, and this is like our 3rd episode. And I'm just like, dude, this this is great. I'm absolutely loving this.
They're like, thank you so much for coming out and keeping theaters
there's
alive.
2 of us
And
there.
it's like, they're not alive. Like, I can tell you that much. They are. It's like that. What's the machine that tells you whether a heart's beating or not? Just like,
oh, like an EKG.
Yeah, our theaters were at that time.
Flatlining.
It was flatlining with like a boop boop,
And that's us.
going to the theater. We were keeping those babies like if we didn't show up 15 minutes early, they would have canceled that showing in 10 minutes before.
Yeah.
It was like
This is how we kind of single-handedly kept those at least for some Tuesday nights.
oh, we're going back to them and being like, hey, remember
us?
Not Us United was always with you, like, because
Even in
that
the
was
darkest
what
time.
roughly June, July,
Yeah.
and so 2021 still hadn't figured out what the hell it was doing yet. Marvel was still like, are we going to actually do Black Widow? What's like, no one knew what they were doing, and so for like the summer, no one wanted to take any risks, and so the ones that they did, you just kind of had to hope that they were.
This was we had to just take a movie. We just like we needed a movie, and this was it. And not only that, but the movie starts playing, and it's subtitled completely in Spanish.
That is correct. Oh wait, for the whole movie,
the entire movie.
I forgot about that.
Yes, you're right. It was like the audio was in English, but it was subtitled completely in Spanish.
And I didn't learn a lick of Spanish during that movie, unfortunately.
I was fun for me because I was like, oh yeah, that's like
okay.
Suanito.
Hey, Suanito.
I don't know if that was a joke or if that was unintentional.
I actually remember talking about this in the episode.
I thought it was a joke. I thought that was part of the thing.
No.
I thought it was part of the thing.
No, that whole thing was just... That was a special package thing that wasn't meant to make it to Iowa, but it did. And we're like, hey, what do we do? Guess we show it.
Showed it as 2 dudes.
Guess we just... All right, we're doing it. Insane. Well, great awards, though. These are way better than the Oscars.
Yeah.
Now we get to bore you with, like, what we think's going to happen
Boring,
with 22.
like, best picture of the year.
Dune. Anyway.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty.
Let's do it.
Now that we're united, we can be ununited.
Yeah, but Mike Flanagan, if you want to reach out to us, you can receive your award. And then whoever directed Werewolves Within, reach out to. We want to help you.
Great movie. Absolutely had a blast.
Thanks for the memories.
I will remember that forever.
Yeah, Mike Flanagan, if you want me to ever be an extra, I'll even be the guy who, like,
gets eaten by a vampire.
Or eaten by a vampire. I'm in. So, anyway. Not Us United accepts. Awesome. All right, well, the Oscars 2022
they're here.
Are this upcoming Sunday, and so we're going to do our predictions, but because we're doing it movie draft style, our picks will be completely unique.
Yes.
So we'll actually be able to tangibly score our thing.
And we assume that us being semi-knowledgeable about movies, that with 2 picks, we should be able to get the correct answer. Yeah. Most likely.
But the Oscars are also just kind of a shit show. Yeah. So you just never know.
Yeah, but there probably isn't a tie, we would assume.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to have a wager of if someone wins,
they buy the next bottle of wine for the podcast.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's roll her up.
All right, we're rolling a die. Highest number goes first. I got a 6.
I got a 6.
Oh my god! Started off strong.
All right. Oh.
I got a 6 again. What is it? You keeping it? You keeping it?
Yep, it's a 6.
Are you kidding? You gotta be kidding.
It's got
Where
it.
is it?
It's totally a 6.
Where is it?
It's underneath the thing.
Oh, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the odds of that happening, both. What is that? 1 over 6 times 1 over 6 times 1 over 6 times 1 over 6, right?
Yeah, it's
Because we both. That's unlikely.
Pythagorean's theorem
Let's-
divided
yeah.
by pi.
Let's just say there's magic in the room tonight.
There's.
I roll a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Oh my god! Dude, stop.
We're never gonna do this podcast.
We're being completely honest. We're
Oh my
rolling the
gosh,
exact
dude.
same things. What did you get?
5.
Oh. I got a 4. I almost did it.
All right.
All right. Well, that's going in for Oscars for next category of the
Let's-
craziest thing that happened on this episode.
For sure. I think I'm actually going to go first this time around.
Okay.
With it just being the two of us, I think maybe just getting one of the ones
That
off
is the best call.
But the question is,
What do you pick?
what
Nicholas?
category do I prioritize?
Dude, I'm still. What the heck just happened, man?
Oh boy. This is going to be really tricky, actually.
Because I would say we only have for me, 4 or 5 where I'm like, yes, I'm pretty solid on what this is going to happen.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to go ahead and do I'm going to do actress in a supporting role.
Ooh.
And I'm going to get Ariana DeBose from West Side Story because she killed it.
Yeah.
She's the best part of that movie. It's pretty solid. I think it probably could win some awards. It's Steven Spielberg, so I think there's going to be a lot going for it. But I think she definitely killed her role. So I'm just going to go ahead and take her off the board.
I think she won the Golden Globe, correct, for this category?
She might have. I didn't do my due diligence.
Okay.
I'm just going to take her off the board.
I'm going to go for actor in a leading role, and I'm snagging Will Smith.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. So King Richard was pretty solid then.
Yes. And he won the Golden Globe.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that because we were over Denzel Washington and Macbeth and Andy Garfield and Benedict Cumberbatch and Javier Bardem, even though he's probably better than Dune anyway. Anyway, it's fine.
And then I'm going to throw you a wild card, Nick.
Animated short film.
No, but not that wild of a card. I'm going for points, and I'm going for international film.
Okay.
And I'm doing Drive My Car.
I know you were. Okay.
Because that is also nominated for Best Picture, and it's the only foreign film nominated for Best Picture, so therefore it should
win its category.
Yes.
I see what you're saying. That's fair. Okay. Very good. Very good.
So now you have 2 picks.
I'm going to go ahead and take supporting role actor. I'm going to do the Cody Smith McPhee from Power of the Dog.
That's a good choice.
Because I think he's up against Benedict Cumberbatch, but I feel like the things I'm hearing is that his performance was all time.
He was pretty good in that. Not a movie I loved, but he did really good.
Yeah. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and do costume design and get Carell off the board.
Oh, okay. You're picking Cruella for costume. Okay.
Yes.
I think that would be...
I think that's a point.
You think so? You don't think Dune?
I like the costuming in Dune.
You don't think West Side Story or Nightmare Alley?
Nightmare Alley's got a strong pick, but I mean, Cruella literally...
fashion.
The whole thing is fashion, and so I would like to think that they'll maybe get her the points.
Okay.
Could be a risky pick, but I thought Dune was my second choice because I do think the still suits were phenomenal and stuff, but I think there are times when he's also just wearing like a Shakespearean, just like white shirt.
The blue and blue eyes.
The blue and blue. Well, that's not costume design. That's makeup.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to get blue and blue eyes for makeup, you might want to go ahead and get it off.
No, we're good. I'm going for, now I have two choices. Where is, for animated film, I'm picking Encanto.
Okay.
Because that's going to win.
Interesting. I still think there's another movie that'll win.
You think it's Luca?
Nope.
You think it's Raya?
Nope.
You think it's The Mitchells?
Yep.
I love them. It's a good movie.
It's so good.
I watched that
it's
2
an
weeks
incredible anime. Like I feel like it doesn't get the credit it deserves.
But that's why it's not going to win.
Good. Well, sometimes you gotta go with your heart.
Not if you want points, dude.
If you want
what
points,
you tell me
you're
every
a
movie
sellout.
draft.
You're a sellout.
I'm selling out for these because I know I can just
That's what
get
you always
points.
tell me. You gotta go for points. Yeah, you're right. All right.
Okay, so that was my one pick, right?
Yes.
Okay, you still haven't done leading actress. Or leading actor, but we both haven't picked leading actress. Maybe should I look at that?
Probably.
That one's hard though. There's a lot going on in that.
Yeah.
That's
Like established. Like there's no newcomers.
Yeah.
It's all stacked.
I think I got to go with cinematography and go with Dune.
Yep. That's the right call.
This is spicy, dude. This is gonna be fun to watch. I'll actually like have a stake in what's happening in the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 2 picks to you, my friend.
I will go ahead and get the original song from Encanto because I think it'll win.
That's a good choice. I should have gone there.
And I will go ahead and get my actress in a leading role, and I'm gonna pick my my girl from Twilight, Kristen Stewart.
You really think she's gonna win?
I think it's time for her to win, so I'm trusting my gut on this one. And plus, there's some weird obsession with Princess Diana, so maybe this is the one.
That's fair. Stewart. Okay. Okay. What have you not done? Film editing. Oh, you picked musical song, not musical score.
Yes, I picked original song, not original score.
In Canto. Both of us avoiding best picture choices.
There's a lot there, so there is some
hard.
flexibility with depending on what people pick, because I think there are some. I'm interested to see because there was times when people were like, dude, Belfast is the shit. Like, it's so good. And no one was talking about anything else. And then there's also people who are like, Licorice Pizza is the best movie I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's like, okay.
Where's the middle?
I'm done. I hate this.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going with sound. Dune.
You got to. Getting all the good Dune ones off the plate. I respect it.
Well, it won our best Dune category, so I have to give the props.
It did win the Dune category. I agree.
So you picked that Encanto song. Okay, maybe. Oh dang! Do I just do Dune across the board?
I have Dune for a lot of things.
Okay, I'm going musical score, original score.
You're gonna do Dune.
Yeah.
Over Encanto. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty.
I think there's just enough going on in that Dune soundtrack that's unique and different. Or Encanto, good, yes, but
sure,
I wouldn't say necessarily the most unique thing.
Yeah. We do like ourselves some Dune.
Our Hansi Zim.
I do think it will win in the category of visual effects.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to take it off the board for that.
That's a good call.
I like all the other ones that they chose. It is the one with the Spider-Man No Way Home. Could show some respect to that.
I don't think
worm,
it's gonna
though,
win.
dude. I mean, Shai Hulud,
everything looked good.
Atreides,
Yeah.
you know? Come on.
You know what you're doing. You know what's going on. Yeah, I think, like, out of all of those visual effects, I'm like, that looks the most, like, I wasn't even questioning what was going on.
The sand, like, vibrating. And I mean, there were just some stuff that they did was just insane.
Yeah, with like a smaller budget than No Way Home too.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. So that makes sense for me.
What is the next?
And
Nick?
then I think I'll do original screenplay, and I'll do Belfast.
Dang it! That's what I was going for. That's a good choice.
Don't Look Up. I don't think really lives up to. I don't really understand why
I just
it's
don't.
even in these.
I think it's just enough like that people enjoyed that it got here, but I think it's too much
It
like
just felt like a late push. It's
Yeah.
like there were better movies that came out earlier in the year, but all right.
I did enjoy it, but I
Yeah.
don't think it's like, oh man, is it the best?
I-
You're not going with Licorice Pizza on that one?
Nah. No, nothing about that really. It was like, yeah, stuck out to me. So
All right, that was your 2, right?
yes.
Okay. For writing, sorry, this is going kind of quick. We're just kind of not much to say.
We'll go over it at the end,
Yeah.
but with 23 picks, I think it's better that we'll just let you guys know like what the score is and
Yeah.
stuff. But we want to let you know what we think will win, and then be curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are.
Yeah. For adapted screenplay, I think I'm going with Power of the Dog.
Okay. It's an interesting one because like Dune,
I think because Dune already has been done.
it's true, but I do think like this was the best iteration of it, so there's case to be made. But sometimes the Academy, I think, also sees a part 1 and goes, maybe we give you a chance at part 2. And there's just some weird stuff that happens.
A lot of that with Lord of the Rings happened, where like it kind of got a little
Yep.
bit 1 and 2, and then 3 was just like, here's everything.
Correct. So that's where I'm like, sometimes I feel like they literally are just like, that probably deserves it, but we'll get them in for the next one. And It's
Yeah.
like, stop. Do the best for the best.
Yeah. Okay. Have we done production? You haven't done production design.
No, I've not.
I think I'm going West Side Story for that bad boy.
Okay. Man,
That's a
that's
stacked
a really good
That's a hard
category.
category.
There's a case to be made for all of those.
Yeah, look.
Nightmare Alley, I mean, even with how
Just for those who
simple
know,
it
we
is,
got
I mean-
Dune, Nightmare Alley, but it fits that world so well. That's
the
a good
carnival
choice as
things
well.
are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Power of the Dog, Tragedy of Macbeth, and West Side Story. I just think I'm going along of, West Side Story is kind of like the classic, and people will be like, oh, I love West Side Story.
These
so
all transport you, though.
yeah, these
Tragedy
are
of
all
Macbeth
good.
is black and white, and it
Did you
literally
see
is. No, I didn't end
okay.
up seeing it, but like just from the trailer, it's like, okay, this is insane.
This is
Power
it.
of the Dog literally looks like it happened 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Nightmare Alley also looks like it happened 100 years ago. Dune, you don't even feel like you're literally on Earth anymore.
All of those, super well deserved.
I mean, I don't even know what you pick.
That is honestly probably the most stacked category.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, or
I think Best Actress is really good there.
yeah, but I mean, well,
I mean, Best Actor too.
cinematography is pretty. I mean, it's the same ones.
Yeah. There were definitely movies where it's like, okay, these are just well-crafted movies so far.
Agreed.
Kind of getting the close point where we're gonna have to take some shots in the dark. Because so far, like, if you pick a category, then I don't have to rush to get that category.
Yeah. Just for the principle of it, because I do legitimately think, I know I haven't seen all of them, but for what I have seen, I'm going to go not for the point, but for my heart.
Oh,
I am
Nick.
going to go ahead and snag Best Picture, and I am going to say it's going to be Dune.
There's no way
There's
it's gonna
no way.
be Dude.
There's no way. But
I appreciate that.
but I am going to just say, hey, you know what? F it. See what happens.
If it's Dune, I'll buy you another bottle of wine.
God bless.
I'm saying that right now, right here.
I like how you already say you're going to buy me another one because you're assuming that I'm going to win anyway. I love it. I'm just kidding. But you know what?
Wow.
Screw it. I think the part 1 makes everyone go, oh, so there's better things to come, so I can't appreciate Dune part 1.
Sure.
Dune Part 1's a pretty solid,
Great movie.
full movie.
Great movie.
And I just don't think people. I understand I'm clearly like hyping it up or whatever, but I'm like, have you read that book? Does it make any sense? No. Did you watch this movie? Yes. Does it make sense? Yes. That's an achievement.
They slimmed it down. Okay, the fact that our boy Denis, who we're gonna give our award to soon,
Correct. Yeah, when we meet over some sort of French
some kind
coffee.
some kind of café in Paris. The fact that he was not nominated for Best Directing is a crime.
Correct.
A crime.
I agree.
Ugh.
That's why I'm like looking. I'm like, oh, I need to get direct. Oh, no, I don't, because I mean, there's some in there that like.
Yeah.
You obviously have West Side Story that is gonna be a Steven Spielberg. Like maybe he just wins because he's Steven Spielberg. I don't know, but yeah. Of course, out of all the categories, the guy who like probably was the only one who could do this.
Yeah.
Doesn't get nominated. Okay, so that was my like selfish pick. So I will do. That's interesting. Ooh, that is really tricky. Yeah, I think I am going to do makeup and hairstyling. And I think I'm also still going to do Dune.
You're sticking with Dune? That's a tricky one. What else is in that category? Let's see. Coming to America. Didn't see it. Cruella, Dune, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, and House of Gucci.
The Eyes of Tammy Faye has kind of like some body transformation. Like I know there's some characters who are like, I think Jessica Chastain kind of like gets beefed up or something in it and stuff like that. But you do have House of Gucci,
which literally Jared Leto. If you want to revert on Dude, I'll leave it open if you want.
Maybe I was thinking more of like costume design when I was thinking of that, but I picked Cruella for costume design.
Blue and Blue Eyes, Nick.
The Blue and Blue Eyes were good.
But like, what else of Dune is like makeup?
The Baron,
the
Mentats.
Oh yeah,
you know,
that's
like,
true.
I'm gonna trust my gut. You
okay,
know what?
go in Dune.
Hey,
God
go
bless.
for broke. If I lose because of Dune, I'm just gonna watch a Dune anyway. It's gonna be fine.
We'll share this bottle of wine over some Dune.
The Mentats looked dope. Baron looked insane.
Yeah.
The Reverend Mother. I mean, that was mostly costuming, but there was some stuff. The Benny Jezzies. The Bee Gees. Come on, son. Oh, I bet there's a shirt out there that's the Bee Gees, but it's the Benny Jezzies. Oh, dude.
There's gotta be, dude. Shirt idea? We're approaching episode 50.
Maybe that's our first Not As United merch.
It's just
the Benny Jezzies.
With the Not As United.
Benny and the Jezzies.
Benny and the Jez. Okay, we almost have every category, at least where one of us has selected something.
Yep.
We have animated or live short.
We have a lot of the
random ones that we don't know. Documentaries, we haven't picked it. But for film editing and directing, that's where I'm going right now. I'm going to go... Okay, let's look at film editing. We have Don't Look Up, Dune, King Richard, The Power of the Dog, and Tick, Tick, Boom. Oh. That's tough.
It is. When they've narrowed it down to 5, I feel like some of these 5 categories are rough, except for directing. Directing kind of felt like, I feel like Denis would have won, but that's just me.
But he wasn't even that's the crazy thing. He wasn't even nominated. Like if he was there, we're picking that number 1. Which
I just don't know how
Licorice
Pizza was direct. I mean, like, did you watch it? I mean, like the trailer alone just looks like it was.
It could be a bad trailer.
Could be a bad trailer.
We haven't seen it. Honestly,
that's fair.
I think I'm going for film editing. This is going to be bad, but I'm going Don't Look Up.
I respect it.
Because I think there's enough editing going on in that movie with like Adam McKay. He has some kind of funky stuff going on. I think there's enough there that says we put some effort into this. I think it's not going to win best picture, but I think that's where my heart's going.
That's pretty good. That's tricky. Yeah, because like a part of me wants to go with Dune again because of all the stuff. But there's a case to be made about Tick, Tick, Boom with just all the transitions.
I almost went there because there's so much going on.
Yeah.
Okay, and then directing, I'm going West Side Story.
Okay.
That's a little bit easier of a pick for me. I think, again, not that it's obvious, but It did win the Oscar, or it did win the Golden Globe, but it did win the Golden for comedy. Or
Comedy musical, you mean? Yeah.
yeah. And I think it won directing. It won some stuff. So I'm going West Side Story. If if Licorice Pizza wins,
yeah,
I think that's the worst of the categories. But honestly, somehow the one that will win the most for some reason.
Yep.
Also, Drive My Car, great movie.
Good. I need to check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's spice things up. Let's go ahead and jump into some categories that we haven't done yet. I will do documentary short subject.
Yes, sir. Hot topic.
I'm gonna go with 3 Songs of Benazir.
Ooh, that was my choice.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. I have no
what
idea.
It's about.
3 Songs, it was called.
3 songs, baby.
Okay.
Doing
documentary full next.
No. Maybe I could. Let's see here. Oh no, I went to.
For the amount that we don't know about these animated shorts and stuff, I'm very glad that they're still on this list.
Correct.
I am glad that and documentary. I'm glad that they're on this list. I'm glad that they're represented and shown by the Academy because there are still a form of art and there are still a form of the media. So I'm glad they're still represented.
Yeah.
And on the show because they're like, what if we not included them on the show anymore? So.
Right. Yeah, I think the one thing they could grow in is I think there is a weird culture of popular doesn't mean good. And yet the movie has to be popular within a certain group of people to get voted.
Yeah.
That it just kind of feels a little gatekeepy that, like, I don't know, let's say Spider-Man No Way Home.
Sure, great point.
Made the most money in the entire pandemic era by, like, hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, the first one to ever break $1 billion. And it's, like, one of the highest grossing films of all time. In a season where it shouldn't have made as much money. So it probably could have made even more. And so it's just like, if something draws people to the theater that well, and it's that well received, maybe you could give them something.
Yeah.
Just to get it out there a little bit. I don't know. It's just weird.
I think there was a few years ago they did the best popular movie or something like that, and a lot of people hated them, but I thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, I think the problem is they're afraid to open the voting up to everyone because then you could troll and just.
So for my thing is don't open it up, but take the top 5 grossing movies of the year,
and they just automatically get it.
Yes, and you say vote between these 5.
Yeah.
Or 10 or whatever you want to do.
You have to cut it off kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because if something came out in December.
That's true. That's
when's
tough.
The cutoff?
But still, like, No Way Home made a stupid
Everything
amount
gets
of money.
like 6 weeks or something.
You could probably do some kind of, like, within X amount of runtime, within a month runtime, how much it made in a month.
Got it. And then that way even, yeah, I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then even, like, a movie that comes out in December could still cut it.
Sure.
And even then, like, the Oscar nominations aren't even done until, like, February of the next year. So you can do, like, December till January.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyways, Oscars, if you're hiring, we're here.
All right, I will just do my documentary feature. And I'm going with Writing with Fire.
Whoa.
Because that just sounds badass.
That sounds dope.
And now I'll have to watch it just in case.
I know. Next year, we're watching all the documentaries.
Oh, okay. Wow, it's a bold pick.
At least I am. I don't know.
And he's already done. He's already going back on it. You know what? Next year, if we're making this, we're doing it. Maybe.
At least I'll do it. I don't know. I don't want to rope
Some
you.
of us, maybe.
I don't want to rope you into it.
No, it's fine.
But I just feel like I just don't know anything about them. Like I just don't.
Yeah,
I just like. I mean, there's one on Netflix. I'm like, oh yeah, I know of it now.
Well, and it makes you wonder too, because we already rag on the Oscars for not including so many things. How many documentary features were like, I'm not going to get watched because I didn't get nominated.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
So, anyway.
That's fair. All right. Because no one else we haven't done any of them yet, I'm going to do for shorts. I'm going to go for animated short first. Let's see. What is in here? Animated shorts. We have Affairs of the Art, Bastia, Box Ballot, Robin Robin, or The Windshield Wiper. You know what? Windshield Wiper.
Great pick.
That's the
a
play.
great pick.
That's the play right
I
there.
agree. Wholeheartedly.
Windshield. And for live short, we have Take and Run, The Dress, The Long Goodbye, On My Mind, or Please Hold. I think I'm going Long Goodbye.
Oh, that was going to be my pick.
Because I feel like I know that one.
Oh, interesting.
That sounds familiar. And I'm going with my gut, and I'm sticking with it.
I respect it.
So every category at this point has been picked by one of us.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. So now we can just clean shop.
Yep.
All right. Leading actor. I think he just needs one. I'm going to pick Andrew Garfield.
That's a bold choice.
Thank you.
Likelihood of that happening.
Dude's never done a musical before and killed it. So, like, that's my hope.
Fair.
But it's also a musical, so no one takes you seriously for some reason. We'll see.
Fair.
It was between him and Denzel.
Great performance.
What I wanted.
Great performance.
Agreed. And then I will go ahead and get my animated feature film, which is The Mitchells versus the Machines.
Yeah, that's
an
excellent
film.
That's a wild card, but not a bad choice.
Could win. I think Encanto's got the steam.
It does have the steam.
But
we don't talk about Bruno, if I'm right.
3 Disneys on there, and yeah, so.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna just start from the bottom or start from the top of what I have not picked for supporting actor. I will choose Jesse Plemons from the same movie
Makes
that
sense.
Power of the Dog, that you chose.
Very good.
The issue with that is, having seen the movie, I don't think he does too much in it, but he has some steam in it, and I think he has enough steam to maybe get in there. And then I will go with actress in a leading role. You pick Kristen Stewart. I will pick. I will pick Penelope Cruz.
Interesting. All right. I like it.
Penelope Cruz. And for that reason, because I've heard there's the Parallel Mothers is nominated in the foreign category, I believe. So there's at least some steam there. So I'm picking off of that steam.
Got it. I'm going to make an incredibly, maybe stupid pick here. But
Go for it.
I'm going to go with cinematography.
Whoa.
And my second... Okay, so honestly, my first pick was West Side Story. My second pick was Dune. But now, I'm just going to change the whole thing. And I'm going to say, why not The Tragedy of Macbeth? And go for broke.
You know, that's actually not a bad choice, because it being black and white, it could be like, whoa, artsy, something
So
like that.
I'm going to risk it all
Mm-hmm.
on Tragedy of Macbeth. Maybe that's the one thing it gets.
Yeah, it is nominated. It is nominated for quite a few.
Yep. And then for directing, I will do Belfast.
Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice there. I would say maybe Power of the Dog has a shot in that category, but I think Belfast is a close second. Yeah. All right. So I need a supporting actress. Actress in a supporting role. You picked Ariana.
You could pick Jesse Plemons' wife in real life, Kirsten Dunst.
Are they actually married?
They are.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just feel like watching that movie, there's not a lot going on with her.
Really?
But
it's like, hey, she's up there, so maybe pick her.
I just feel like she doesn't have enough screen time to really even honestly be nominated for this.
Yeah.
I will pick the other.
That's how I felt about 2 years ago when The Marriage Story came out and Laura Dern got nominated, but Scarlett Johansson didn't. I was like, what the fuck? Like, Laura Dern had like a line in this movie, and they're like, she's the greatest.
Yeah. She had that one scene in the lawyer's room.
It was fine.
Yeah.
But it was like,
But she's Laura Dern, dude. Like,
yeah, but it's like, come on,
okay.
that was insane.
I'm going to go for King Richard, and I'm going to not pronounce this right. I'm sorry. Ingenue Elise.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
I think she was really great in King Richard.
That's awesome.
Okay. That was my first choice, correct?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I have a color coding system on my phone. I'll have you know you are purple in my color coding system.
Very good.
Okay, so I need costume. So I will go with, you picked Cruella, which is probably going to win, but I will pick, between Nightmare Alley and West Side Story.
You're not even considering Dune.
No, for costume, I don't think so.
I mean,
think
you got
like
dudes that are like in globes getting high.
Yeah, dude, that's just like my Wednesday night.
Jeez. Unbelievable. The Space Navigators, they had some good costumes, but yes,
I
understandable.
just feel like for
you do get transported in all of these.
on all of these, yeah, but I feel like for where costume pops the most is either Nightmare Alley or West Side Story or Cruella. And Dune, it's like, okay, it's part of the world, but is it the best?
It's like a
part of that?
stormtrooper costume. It's like, dude, that was pretty dope, but it's also Star Wars, so maybe it's not as cool.
Yes.
Got
so
it.
I will pick. I'm picking West Side Story, just because it's West Side Story.
Cool.
Okay, off to you.
Alrighty, I actually am gonna forego picking Dune and film editing, and I am just gonna go with Tick Tick Boom.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice.
I was thinking maybe Dune had a shot there, but let's go with Tick Tick Boom. As much as I don't like Lin-Manuel Miranda, let's do it.
But he didn't edit the movie, so
That's true.
it was Maron Kirsten and Andrew Westblum.
Okay.
Those people.
And then for international feature film, since Drive My Car has been taken,
Got it.
I will do The Worst Person in the World.
That's on Netflix. I was gonna check that out recently. I think it is. That actually does have some buzz around it.
Yes, agreed.
Okay, so I need documentary, full documentary. Where are you, my friend? I will pick. You picked with fire.
Writing Fire.
Writing Fire.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick Flea.
Okay.
There's a few other names on here that are Flea, and I don't know if it's the same Flea, but that's what we're going with. And for documentary short, you picked 3 songs? No. What did you? Oh yeah, 3 songs for Benazir.
Yes.
Queen of Basketball, Lead Me Home, or Audible. I'm going Audible because I listen to a lot of audiobooks on Audible. So that's my choice.
Fair enough.
So a little bit of marketing there for you, Amazon, if you want to give us a few dollars cash our way. All right.
Okay, I will go with original score, and I'll go ahead and just take Encanto.
Yeah. I think that should have been my choice, but
I don't know. You gotta have Dune for some sort of sound because it was insane. And then production design.
what else is in that category? I picked West Side.
There's Dune, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, and Tragedy of Macbeth. This is the stacked category that we were talking about.
Mm-hmm. That's tough. Honestly, whatever one we don't pick could also win this.
This is the one where I'm like, I don't think we necessarily automatically get it. Because I think something in me goes, pick Nightmare Alley. This is the one time it'll win.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, did you see the shit they did in Dune? Like, I mean, like, honestly, though. Like,
But that's just you, baby, you know?
I know, but I saw some of the behind the scenes stuff, and it's like they literally filmed in like Jordan in the summer and figured out how to like make a sci-fi movie.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's wonderful.
I would just hate myself if I picked Nightmare Alley
And Dune
won.
Nick, go with your gut, dude. Go with the points. Sell out. Sell out.
We'll go with Nightmare Alley.
I think that would probably win over Dune.
Nightmare Alley was cool looking, I guess. I'm a sellout. I'm a fraud.
Okay, so I need makeup, right?
Yes.
Because you have Dune for makeup, right? Am I right? Yeah. Yes, you have Dune for makeup. Purple. Makeup and hairstyling. Dune. Cruella. Tammy Faye, I know nothing about, but you said that stuff about like, oh, the change. House of Gucci for... I'm going to go House of Gucci because it's literally about fashion.
Don't mix your movies with the
chocolate. The chocolate. Hey, I'm Giorletto.
Fair enough.
Okay, I have those. I need musical song, even though you probably won that with Encanto. I will go with the No Time to Die.
You have to. William Eyelash. It's the best.
My boy. Whoever that is.
It's a girl and it's Billy.
Oh.
I just called her by her full name.
Is your name William?
No, I'm joking. Anyway.
What did you say, Billiam?
I said William Eyelash. And you're like, nice, good for him.
You got me. you got me.
All right, let's just get this out of the way. My animated short film is Robin.
Man, gotta go for it. If I had a second choice, I'd go for Robin.
And live action short film is On My Mind.
You know what? This podcast is always on my mind, if I'm right.
And all I have left is sound and adapted screenplay.
Okay, so I need... Oh, I haven't picked my best picture. You know what? I'm going to save that for last, just for funsies.
Oh, just like the Oscars.
Just for funsies. Visual effects, and you picked Dune.
Yeah.
Have fun with that. Free Guy is on this? Get out of here.
That final scene was all CGI. But, yeah, it's fine.
I saw 20 minutes of Free Guy, and I'm like, I'm good.
Okay, nice. I mean, it technically is a lot of visual effects.
Honestly, I'm going to go Shang-Chi.
I think that's probably the right second
Those
pick.
dragons? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was dope. That movie's dope.
That was almost my 7th surprise of 2021. That it was the best movie of Marvel apart from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But like MCU, Disney, Marvel.
Yeah. So we have everything picked except I need an original screenplay. You picked Belfast. I'm doing Licorice Pizza. Sorry, buddy.
God.
Sorry, dude.
For real?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's gonna win. And I need those points, dude.
Wow. At what cost?
Unbelievable. It's gonna win. I will buy you. I'm just kidding. It's gonna win, dude.
Whatever.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna win. Just because we haven't picked it for anything, and it needs a win. It's gonna get a win.
It doesn't need anything.
Yes, it does.
It needs to go away.
Having not seen it, everyone's like, this movie is great.
I'll just finally watch it so I can actually shit on it.
If we're going to watch this together, or is this a movie that we should not watch together?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. Anyway. Okay. I'll do sound. I mean, Dune has to win.
Yeah.
The opening thing of...
Dreams are just from messages from the deep.
The throat singing like... Dude, it's so good.
Whoa, who just played the beginning of Dune right there?
Whoa.
Did you hear that?
The award for playing the beginning of Dune goes to Dune.
Dune wins twice. Denis will send you another gift if you want. Like, we'll meet. Totally. We'll meet. It's totally cool.
I think I'm still just going to go with Belfast. I'm just going to...
For sound?
For sound. Because why not?
There's probably explosions.
It's going to win something. And so if it's not Dune, I'm just going to go with it as a second. I don't think West Side Story gets sound.
It's literally a musical.
Yeah, it'll win song stuff.
But for sound, the sound of the music, dude. The Hills Are Alive. I'm sorry.
Nah.
If you want to, you go with your gut. But
nah.
If I had a second choice, I'm going West Side, baby.
Good.
Actually, Power of the Dog actually has some good sound, too.
And for adapted screenplay, the right pick, since you went for the Power of the Dog, would probably be Drive My Car.
Really?
But I'm going to go with Dune.
Are you going with Dune? You think Drive My Car will win that?
It seems to get a lot of love. And for some reason, I don't think they want to love Dune. I think they give it nominations, but they don't love it. So I could see Dune not winning a thing, except for, like, sound.
It could be the thing where, like...
It just gets nommed.
Yeah, we're like, oh, there's so many nominations, so someone's going to vote for it, so I'm not going to vote for it.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Okay, so it all comes down to this. Honestly, kind of poetic that it comes down to Best Picture.
Is that just your last one?
That's my
pick?
last, because you picked one.
Got it.
Okay, did you picked Dune? Holy cow.
Dude, so you have all the picks, but I truly believe in my heart of hearts that it's just going to upset everyone.
That's not going to happen, dude.
I know, but it's going to. You know what I mean? Like, I know what you're saying is correct, but I also think you're wrong.
Okay. So, Dune, off the list. I'm going to say Don't Look Up, off the list.
Agreed.
I'm going to say Coda, off the list. Doesn't have enough buzz going on. Those sounds like a really...
sucks.
Yeah. Licorice Pizza, why on this list? Please do not win. Please do not win Licorice Pizza.
Please.
Drive My Car, I think...
Has a chance?
Is the Parasite of this year.
Interesting. Okay.
Being foreign and, you know, all that.
But you think because it'll win the best international film,
it won't win that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that leaves you with
But that's what I thought
West
of
Side
Parasite
Story
as well.
and Power of the Dog, basically. Or do you...
Or Belfast.
Okay.
Or I don't think Nightmare Alley is going to...
I don't think Nightmare Alley.
I don't think King Richard is going up there.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Is it Power of the Dog? Nick, look at me. Mírame, Nick.
Hey, take a look.
Hey.
Get a good look, sweetheart. What do you think?
Power of the Dog, West Side Story. I'm going Belfast.
Going Belfast.
I'm going Belfast.
Damn. You're insane.
Says the guy who picked... This is the guy who picked Robin and Robin for animated short. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here, dude.
So you have all the picks written down?
Yes, I do.
I'm going to color code mine, so I'm going to erase all of mine, and you just tell me.
Okay, are you ready?
Not yet.
Those listening, and also Nicholas Kruzich, who is in this room.
Give me a second.
Okay, giving Nick a second. How you guys doing? Everything's doing okay?
Just a quick intermission.
Quick intermission. You know, like, everyone needs an intermission in life. Just everyone take a break. Everyone needs a little bit of rest.
It's hustle culture. All right,
Yeah.
So let's do actor in a...
Leading actor.
Leading actor.
I have Will Smith.
Okay.
And you have Andrew Garfield.
Okay.
For supporting actor, you have the Cody guy. I did shorthand
And
notes.
you got Jesse Plemons.
And I got Jesse Plemons. My boy, Friday Night Lights. Let's go. Leading actress, you have Kristen Stewart. And I have Penelope Cruz. What's your color coding going on there?
I'm purple, and you're yellow.
I was red on my list. That's okay. Supporting actress, you have Ariana.
Yep.
And I have Elise. These are my shorthand notes.
Okay.
Animated. I have
Encanto.
Encanto. You have The Mitchells versus the Machines.
Easy.
Easy dubs. Great movie. Great movie. On Netflix. Everybody, watch it.
Okay.
Cinematography. Your boy, a.k.a. me, has Dune. Nikki K got the wild card with Tragedy of Macbeth.
We'll see.
Costume. Nick, you have Cruella. And I have West Side Story.
Okay.
Directing. I picked West Side Story. Nick, you picked Belfast.
Mm-hmm.
Documentary. Long form documentary. You have the With Fire movie. And I have Flea.
Okay.
Documentary short. You have 3 songs for Benazar. And I have Audible.
Okay.
Film editing. I have Don't Look Up. Nick, you have Tick Tick Boom.
Okay.
International, I have Drive My Car. Nick, you have Worst Person in the World.
Very good.
Makeup, you have Dune. And I have The House of the Gucci.
It's the right choice.
No. Musical score, I have Dune. You have We Don't Talk About Bruno, aka Encanto. Musical song, you have We Don't Talk About Bruno, but also Dos Orangutans, or whatever the song is called. And I have Belfast. Oh no, I'm sorry. I read the wrong one. I have no time to die. I read the one below. Best picture, you have the spicy choice of Dune.
Yes.
As in the spice must flow. And I have Belfast. Production, I have West Side Story. And you have Nightmare Alley. Animated, you have Robin, the worst choice you could possibly make in your life. And then I have
the windshield wiper.
I have the windshield wiper.
Got it.
For live short, I have The Long Goodbye. And you have My Mind, whatever that full title is.
Mm-hmm.
For sound, I have Dune. And you have Belfast. For visual effects, you have Dune. And I have Shang-Chi. And for adaptive screenplay, I have The Power of the Dog. And you have Dune. And for original screenplay, you have Belfast. And I have Licorice Pizza.
Gross.
The worst. Great way to end.
Great way to end.
23 categories. 46 picks. 2 men. Who will win? Cast your votes now.
That's right.
Is it Nikki K? Is it Mikey Z on the mic? You'll know this Sunday night.
For the pay-per-view.
For the pay-per-view matchup for Kruzich Zavala. For literally whatever streaming platform or TV you buy, you can find out, or just live feed on Twitter. I don't care what you do. You just figure it out. We will tally it up next Wednesday, or possibly, no, whatever we're doing next Wednesday. I don't even know.
We'll figure it out.
The next review we're doing is maybe Batman, or maybe Hawkeye, because we have that pre-recorded. Giving you a little bit behind the scenes. It's all coming off the tracks, everybody.
It's fine. We're fine. We're doing great. We have too much content to talk to you about.
Yes,
That's all
we
the
have
problem.
so much. The joy is us talking about movies, and we just love that we can share this love of cinema with you guys.
Yeah.
That's what we love.
But to give you a little tease, if the Batman was a choice for any of these categories, it would have gotten picked over any of these other films.
Yes. Yeah, probably. Licorice Pizza, get out of here. The Batman,
Get ready for that
vengeance.
Batman review, because it's going to be a spicy good one.
Nick, how many categories do you think the Batman will be nominated for come 2023?
Unfortunately, it came out too early, so it's not going to get nominated for much.
I think 2.
Yep.
Cinematography?
I would love for someone to finally get nominated for playing Batman. And if we're going to get one, I think this is the time.
Robbie P?
Robbie P. Robbie P for the Bats.
Robbie P.
Take a good look, sweetheart. This guy's the best.
Do you think, what is it, Colin Farrell, right? As the Penguin?
He definitely slid into the
Supporting?
role, but because he plays, well, I don't want to spoil the movie, but like he's kind of he is the literal definition of a side character. Like
Yeah.
built for more stuff to come because he's getting his own HBO Max show and stuff. That I don't think it matters all that much. So, I'm Robbie P all the way.
Dude, if Robbie P gets nominated for Batman,
I would love that.
That's insane.
But usually movies that come out in March
but also like there's gonna be enough coming on where it's like, oh, Tragic Macbeth 2 comes out or whatever.
Romeo and Juliet again.
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet, directed by
Avatar
Steven
2,
Spielberg.
I think, drops this year too.
It's never gonna come out, dude.
It's supposed to.
It got delayed. I thought it got delayed.
No, 2022.
Is it still December?
This is it. And
gosh.
Yeah, they finally at least
Zoe
said hey, I watched Zoe Saldana.
Watching New Girl.
Said she's watched footage of it, so like it exists. It's
but they've been watching footage of it for like 20 years now.
It's true. It's weird.
All right. Anyways, thank you for listening to us talk about the Oscars for minutes and just saying names of movies for the past 40 minutes. We hope you have your selections of Oscar movies and compare them with our lists. Yes. And we hope that you just enjoy listening to us ramble.
Yes.
You've probably heard a lot of Oscar nomination picks, but you haven't heard Oscar nomination picks from Us United.
That's right.
Thank you, everybody.
Hey, have a good night.
Yes. Vengeance.
Stay safe. We're back.
We're back, baby. Let's go. It's the best podcast of 2022. You've just listened to Not Us United. You can find us under Not Us United on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. Please leave us a review and consider subscribing to our podcast. You can reach out for future podcast topic suggestions at notusunitedpod@gmail.com.